Okay. Little bit I have cold. Okay. Try to adjust. So today we will see about. So today we will see about the second unit, that is geometric design of highway. Okay. In first in first unit we have seen about the introduction. Okay. Then different committees. Then 20-year plans, terminologies, how to calculate the length of national highway, state highway, major district road, other district road and village road. Okay. So here, with respect to those basics, we will see how the geometric design of highway is done. Okay. And this is most important with respect to your class. Okay. With respect to your competitive exams or CET exams, that is common entrance test, because most of the questions, MCQs question that you give in MPSC exams, okay, and that too in with respect to the transportation subject will be from this unit. Okay, so understand this unit very well, which is helpful for the exam point of view for the with respect to the SSPU and also with respect to the other competitive exams. So finally jumping into the second unit, that is geometric design of highways. Okay, so before going to that, we have some layers. Okay, that is flexible payment. Initially I have said that there are two types of payments, that is one is flexible payment, another one is rigid payment, or you can call it as a CC road. Correct. So about these things, okay, we will see in depth in uh, fourth unit, and also how to construct these layers we will see in the sixth unit. So directly going there, we will see first we'll understand what are the different layers. So this will be your ground hard strata, or you can call it as a subgrade also. Okay, so in your flexible pavement, the first layer, okay, the first layer will be what? Subgrade. The second grade layer will be the sub base, above which we have a base course, binder course, and surface course or wearing course or wearing surface. Remember the different types of layer. That is what first one will be the subgrade, sub base, base course, binder course, and wearing course. Okay. It will be like this, and the thickness will be greater at the bottom and goes on reducing at the top. Okay. Similarly, in rigid pavement, we have the hard strata. Okay, that is nothing but the subgrade. Then we have sub base course, and directly the concrete slab of M40. Okay. So this is the cross sectional of the rigid pavement. The previous one, what you have seen, it is the cross sectional of the flexible pavement. Therefore, the geometric design of highway deals with the dimensions and the layout of the visible features of the highways. Okay, and this one is most important in determining the SSD, OSD. We will see in depth, that is a stopping side distance and overtaking side distance, and also sometimes intermediate side distance. The emphasis of the geometric designs to address the requirement of the drivers. Okay, either maybe in terms of curve, okay, You are going like this, it may be a horizontal curve or it may be a vertical curve in different terrains. Okay, requirement of the drivers. You can't provide the sharp curves like this, so we have to provide some smooth curves. Depends upon the availability there, nature, etc. So requirement of the drivers and the vehicles. So for a heavy loaded vehicles and the low loaded vehicles, we have different features. So we also see that. Why? Because to have a safe, comfort, and efficient system. The features normally considered are cross-sectional. Sorry, okay, cross-sectional elements, side distance consideration, horizontal curvature, gradient, and intersections. So these all things we will see in the second unit. Most important, the factors affecting the geometric design. Most important for offline mode, 100% he will ask what are the factors affecting the geometry design. The first one will be the design speed. Okay, in the first unit we have seen for national highway the design speed was 120 km per hour. Okay, if you revise that one, state highway it will be 100 km per hour. For major district road it is 90 km per hour. Okay, etc. So the design speed also plays a very important role in the designing of the road. The design speed is the most important factor that affects the geometric design. It is directly affects the side distance, horizontal curve, length of the vertical curves. Remember, okay, the speed influences the side distance, horizontal curve, length of the vertical curve. Since the speed of the vehicle varies with the driver and the terrain it may be a plain road, plain terrain, rolling terrain, or it may be a steep or hilly roads, etc. The design speed is adapted for all the geometric designs. The next important thing is that the topography. Okay, it is easier to construct road with required standards for the plain terrains. Okay, you know what you mean by plain terrains? The area will be the flat enough. Okay, so it is very easy to construct in the plain terrains with respect to the rolling terrains. Okay. However, for the given design speed, the construction cost increases multiply from the gradient and the terrain. So, if you are going for the mountain terrains or the rolling terrains, the cost obviously increases for the required design speed. Okay. If the vehicles are moving very fast, then the road should have a required width, should have a proper curves, etc. Other parameters should be satisfied. If not, if these are not satisfied in numericals, you see if r is not satisfied, then you have to reduce the speed of the vehicle. Okay, in numericals you will come to know this one. The next concept is that traffic. Okay, based on the traffic also we will decide the how the road should be there. Okay, either it should be the wider one, smaller one, etc. It will be economical to design the road for a peak traffic flow. Okay, so whenever you sit for the designing of the road or any type of these systems, if you take for the designing of the RCC beam, you will take the factored load. Sorry, factored load or ultimate load, that is which is multiplied by 1.5. Why? Because you are designing with respect to the uh, sorry, limit state method. Okay, and here you are designing for under reinforced beam, not over reinforced beam, so we are taking the factored load. Similarly here also, whenever you go for the designing of the roads, we will take the peak traffic flow, what will be the maximum traffic flow at the required period. So therefore the reasonable reasonable value of traffic volume is selected as the design hourly volume. Okay, which is determined from the various traffic data. Sorry, So design hourly volumes, which is determined from the various traffics that are collected. Okay, this was about the traffic. Then about the environmental, the factors like air pollutions, noise pollutions, etc. should be given to the consideration in the geometric design. Then economy, we should have the road should be constructed within the limit. Okay, it should not be over budgeted. That also we have to keep in the considerations. Then highway cross-sectional elements. Okay. Other important things that pavement surface characteristics. How the pavement surface, usually your road will be not like this. The camber will be, actually it will be like this, but I'm representing in this way such that it will be easier to understand. So this is the top surface. Okay, so this one we call it as a pavement surface wearing course. Okay, so the first thing is friction, pavement unevenness, light reflection, and drainage. So we will see one by one in depth how the surface should be. By seeing this one, the friction. Friction means there should be a minimum friction with the tire and the road. Otherwise, there will be a slip. Okay, well, you know what you mean by slip and skid. Okay, so this is your wheel. Okay, this is your surface. What you mean by slip? Here, slip means the rotational movement will be there. Okay, your wheel will be rotating, but it will not move further. For example, if you are going in a uh, say Mahabaleshwar, okay, so there is a little bit muddy road. Okay, this is a muddy road. Your tire has been stuck here. Okay, so this is full of muddy. Here there is full of silty or clay mud. Okay, so when you apply the accelerator, the wheel will rotate, but your vehicle will not move forward. So this one will call it as a slip. Correct? Then what you mean by skid? This is your road and this is your vehicle. Here there will be no rotational movement. Okay, your wheel will be not rotating, but your vehicle will move in a forward direction. This is called as skid. For example, in your childhood days, you took a bicycle. Okay, uh, you took a cycle, you came at a certain high speed, and what you did, you applied the brake. Okay, after applying the back brake. Okay, applying the brake means at the back wheel. So the rotation of the wheel will be arrested, means the wheel will not rotate, but your cycle will move forward. Okay, so this is the difference between the skid and slip, just to give information about the friction. So therefore there should be a minimum friction between the road and the tire such that the vehicle will move in a forward direction, such that the friction should not be more. Okay, if the friction is more, means the efficiency of the or the mileage of the vehicle will be less. Okay, and also the friction should not be less. For example, if you are running your vehicle on the snow area. Okay, in snow area you can see the vehicle, there will be no any friction between your tire and the vehicle, sorry, road. It will be moving in the forward direction, either in the backward direction with respect to the terrain or with respect to the gradient. So it should not be like this. So and pavement unevenness means the surface of the road should be even. There should not be any undulations or there should not be any more racking. So that one will call it as a pavement unevenness. So in detail we will see in the next slides. Light reflection means when in during the summer seasons, most of the boys will be experiencing this one. So the sun will be rising here. Okay, say this is a CC road and you are moving in a vehicle. Okay, so the light will reflect, fall on the road and reflect back to the driver. Sometimes he will not be able to see the road clearly, so the reflection should be minimized here. So that one also, and also due to the street lights, so this one come under the light reflection. And what about the drainage? See, this is your cross section. First I will draw the how the road should be. This is your side drainage. This is your carriage width. Okay, this is also we will see in depth. Carriage width. This is your shoulders, and this will be the road margin. And here we have a drain, side drain. Okay, so whenever there is a rainfall or any water spillage, it should go and it should be collected in the side drains. Suppose if you provide the road completely flat, or if there is any sagging of the road in rainy season, you have already experienced this one. The water will be collected here, okay, which also leads to the damage of the road. So the proper drainage should be there. Even if you are this is your road, and if you have not provided the drainage here, means the rainwater will be accumulated here. Okay, the rainwater will be accumulated at the shoulders. This should also not happen. Okay, so this is about the drainage. Cross slope or chambers, just now I explained. So what about the curves? So with figures we will see. What about the road margins, etc. So going one by one, right way also we will see. So the first one was the friction. So I explained what about the frictions. Then about the road unevenness or pavement unevenness. So here you can see the periodic unevenness and irregular unevenness. These are not, which we call it as a potholes, sorry, my bad, sorry, pathholes. So these type of unevenness should not be present on your pavement. Okay, and this the second one was about the light reflection. Here we can see the sun is there, so it is falling on the road and hitting back to your eyes, so which leads to the discomfort for the drivers. Okay, here also during the night time you can see. And what about the drainage? See, here he has not provided any side drains. Okay, side drains are not there, so due to that one, the water has been accumulated at the shoulders. Okay, the water has been accumulated at the shoulder. This should not be there. The proper drainage should be provided. Okay, the water will come here. Okay, and it will enter to the side drains. Or here also you can see the side drains are provided along the length of the road. Okay, it should be like this. It should not be like this. And what about the chambers and types? Okay, you know what is the use of chamber? Just now I said it is just to run off the rainwaters, run off the rainwaters. So whenever the water flows, it will go back to the side drain. So we have different types of chamber. That is sloped one. Slope means it will be like this. Parabolic means it will be little bit parabolic in shape. Composite means it will be straight and parabolic. Either side it will be straight, and this will be at the parabolic. So what is road camber? Which helps the rainwater to drain off from the road surface. Okay, and how to calculate if here I have space. You know how to calculate the slope also. Okay, okay, this is one. this is entire road. So what I will take this part. This is theta. Slope is nothing but a tan theta, that is opposite upon the adjacent. Opposite nothing but rise upon run. Okay. Therefore, what is slope? Slope is equal to rise upon run. Okay. Remember this formula, important for MCQs. Okay. Rise upon run. Okay. We will see the important things. What you mean by carriageway or pavement width. Then what you mean by shoulders, road margin, curves, etc. Before going to that one, see what should be the standard and what you mean by lanes. Okay. Before going for single lane and two lanes, think I have figures. Okay. Here we can see this is one lane, second lane, third lane. How many lanes are there? Four lanes are there. Okay. What do you mean by how many carriages are there? Two carriages. In initial class also, first unit also I have said you. Carriages, how many are there? Two carriages. One carriage and second carriage. So just remember about the lanes and the carriages. Here this is nothing but a shoulder. And obviously you know about one way and two way. Okay. Here with respect to this figure, it will be four lane, dual carriage or double carriage, one way road. How? Here how many lanes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes are there. How many carriages are there? 1, 2 carriages are there, and one way. Why one way? The vehicles are moving in only one direction. Okay. No, if another vehicle is coming in this direction, means we will call it as a two way. But all the vehicles are moving in which direction? In this direction. Okay. And in another carriageway, the vehicle is moving in this direction. No vehicles coming in the opposite direction. So this is one way. Now see, this is a single lane. Make some corrections here. The standard width of the vehicle will be 2.5 meters. Okay, and we should leave some clearance here. Okay, this will be 6.25. Here it will be 6.25. The total lane width will be, the width of the single lane will be 3.75 meters. Okay, keep it in mind. MCQs for your exam and also for competitive exam, the width of the single lane, it will be 3.75 meters. Okay, and why this 2.5 means? Before in 90s and 80s, okay, ambassador car was the uh, standard car. So the width of the ambassador was 2.5 meters. So they have taken this one as a 2.5 meters. Okay, this is for a single lane. Then for double lane, it will be 2.5 meter here, again 2.5 meter here, and the distance between one vehicle and another vehicle will be 1 meter, and the clearance here it will be 0.5, and here it will be 0.5. Okay, so this figure and these corrected values you can refer from the reference textbook which I have shared you, that is Khanna and Josto textbook. Okay, make some corrections here. Therefore, the total width will be 7 meters. Okay, 2.5 plus 2.5 will be 5 meter, 6 meter, 6 and a half, 7. Okay, remember this one, very important. So the single lane width will be how much? 3.75 meters. Okay, make here correction. It is 3.75 meter. Double lane it is 7 meters. Okay, here this is without curves. Okay, I will show what you mean by curves also. And if there are any curves present means the width of the two lanes will be 7.5 meters. If there are any intermediate carriages, that is one lane, two lane, three lane. If there are any intermediate carriages, sorry, single carriage, double carriage, and triple carriage, here this width will be 5.5 meters, and multiple lanes are there means the width will be again 3.5. This is again same. Okay. See what you mean by carriageways. One by one we will see. Otherwise, okay. Just remember wherever the vehicles move. Okay. This is your carriageway, or we will call it as a pavement width. Width of the pavement carriageway. Okay. Then at this side we will have some shoulders. Okay. Figure, yeah, here we can see this portion. This portion what we call it as a shoulder. Okay, this is nothing but from here to here. If I clear, from here to here, this is a carriageway, and this one is nothing but the shoulders. Okay. So what do you mean by roadway? Roadway is equals to nothing but the carriageway plus shoulders. Okay, keep it in mind. Then right of way means the total length of the road. Okay. The total available length of the road, which includes the carriageway, shoulders, side slope, plus road margin. Okay, this is nothing but the right of way. Okay. One by one we will see. So here you can see this is the shoulder. First we will go for the carriageway. Sorry. Okay, what do you mean by carriageway? The width of the pavement way on which the vehicle travel is nothing but the carriageways. Okay. Next, what you mean by the shoulder? It is an extra accessible for the vehicles to park or to take on the another side of the road. That is nothing but the shoulders. Okay. And cycle track, bus track, foot track, generally it is not available in the India. In foreign countries, you can see it is marked with the cycle track. Okay, it means that this lane is only for the one who is uh, using the cycle or riding the bicycle. Okay, then footpath. Okay, generally we have in our India we have the little bit raised footpath here, but in foreign countries the extra lane is provided, which is used for the pedestrians or the one who use to walk. Okay, treated shoulders and untreated shoulders. See here they have not still only the morum or the gravels is laid here, but above this one the wearing coat and tack coat is not provided. So this is called as untreated shoulder. Here you can see the complete layer of the payment has been provided. So this is nothing but the treated shoulders. Next, what I mean by the formation width? Formation is nothing but the width of the carriageway plus width of the shoulders. Okay, this is my what? Carriageway, and this is my side shoulders. So this combination of these two is nothing but the formation width. Formation width is the top width of the highway embankment or the bottom width of the cutting excluding the side rails. Okay. This is nothing but the formation width. And this is most important just to remember this. For national highway, the formation width will be around 12 meters. For a state highway, actually it will be 10 meters. Major district road it is 9 meter. Other district road it will be lies from 7 to 9 meters, and village roads it is 7.5 meter. And another important thing is that here this 7.5 it is for only single lane road. Okay, this 9 meter is for two lane roads or double lane roads. Okay. Remember this one. And obviously in the mountains and steep terrains, okay, the width will be low because the availability of the path for the vehicle will be less as compared to the plain and rolling terrain. Then what of the right way? Just now I said the combination of all things. Right way is the area of the land acquired for land acquired for the construction of road, okay, along its alignment. Okay, it is the distance between boundary stones of the road on the either side. Means this complete from here to here. This will be the right of way, which includes the carriage width or width of the pavement, shoulders, side drain, side slope, and road margin. Here we can see an example for four lane divided carriageway or a dual carriageway. Here you can see this is one lane, double lane, third lane, and the fourth lane. Okay. How many carriages are there? One carriage and the second carriage. Okay. And this one is nothing but the divider. Okay, which separates the two carriageway. What is a divider? Divider is nothing but which divides the two carriageway. And what do you mean by curves? Curves, I will show you the pic. Yeah, here we can see these things. These are nothing but the curves. Again, which divides the roadway and the footpath. Okay, curve we will call it, actually we will call it as a curb stones. Okay. The boundary between the pavement and the shoulders or footpath. Actually, nowadays the you can see the roads. It will be the like this. This will be your carriageway. Okay, this will be your shoulder, and this will be your curbstones, and this will be your footpath. Okay, here you can clearly see in this figure road level, curbstones, and this is the footpath. And again, if they want to divide means again they will provide the curbstones. Okay, just remember what you mean by curbstones. Okay, that much not important. And again, we have the different types as the name indicates: mountable, semi-barrier, barrier curbs. Semi-barrier means mountable means this will be here. The vehicle can move over it. The vehicle can move over the curb means this is nothing but a mountable carrier curves. Semi-barrier means partially means little bit higher. It will be high. Okay, height will be more. The say the cars can't climb, but the lorries can climb. Just an example. Okay, not actually. Means partially it allows the traffic to come over the footpath. Barriers curve means it completely avoid. Okay, it completely avoid a car to come over the footpath. These are the barriers. Here we can see mountable, semi-barrier, barrier, and submerged. Again, we have seen about the chambers. Purpose of the chambers means to quickly remove the rain of water. Okay, to remove the rainwater from the pavement surface To remove the rainwater from the pavement surface, okay, to prevent the entry of the water into the bituminous pavement. Okay, so we have n number of layers. Okay, that is subgrade, subbase, base course, subbase course, primer course or wearing course. Okay, so if the water enters to the below layers, means there will be a damage to the layers. So only we see the, sorry, we see the sagging of the roads. Okay, because due to the rainwater has been penetrated into the sublayers. Okay, to prevent the water into subgrade soils, to make the pavement attack. Okay, so these are the purpose of the use of the camber, providing the chambers. Okay, another important one, super elevations. Okay, first I will show you the figure. Yeah, I have a good figure. So uh, we have, before going that one, what I will do, I will take one bucket. Okay, this is my bucket, and I will tie a rope. Okay, I will tie a rope to it, and what I will do, I will try to spin it. Means I will try to spin it. You can see while spinning the bucket, the water will not fall from the this from the bucket. The water will not spill out from the bucket. Why? Because there is a centrifugal force. Okay, centrifugal force acting towards the point. Okay, centripetal force and centrifugal force, you know. Okay, so due to that force, it doesn't allow the water to spill out. Similarly, so here the vehicle will be moving at the speed of 140 kilometer per hour. Okay, if you provide the flat road, if you provide the flat road, say this is a flat road, the vehicle is moving in this direction. If you not provide this elevation, what will happen while taking the curve? Due to that force, the vehicle will skid out and it will fall, or it will move away from the track. So to counteract that one, what we are doing, we are raising the outer edge of the road. This is nothing but the inner edge. This is our outer edge. If I draw the cross section at the curve, our road will be like this. Okay, this is our outer edge, this is our inner edge. So this rising of the road is nothing but the, we will call it as a super elevation. Okay, remember it, mind. Yeah, here you can see, while here you have a say bucket or ball or whatever. So when you are spinning it, so when you are spinning it, the centripetal force will be acting towards inside and centrifugal force will be acting outside. So here, in case of this one, the rod, to counteract this centrifugal force, okay, to counteract the centrifugal force, okay, to counteract, say it is moving in this direction, okay. So here the centrifugal force is acting. To counteract this centrifugal force, what we are doing, we are raising the rod. If we have not done like this, means due to that one, the vehicle will come out of the track. Okay, this is the basic concept of why we provide the elevations. So it is a slope across the pavement surface and it is fully developed in a circular curves. Super elevation, and another thing, we have super elevation and sometimes we will call it as a banking of road. Super elevation or banking of roads is the transverse slope provided at the horizontal curve to, see, most important, to, in MCQs also he will ask, to counteract what? centrifugal force. So to counteract that centrifugal force by raising the outer edge of the pavement with respect to the inner edge, means we are raising the outer edge. This is the half width. Okay, this is our outer edge and this is our inner edge. We are raising the outer edge with respect to the inner edge. So super elevation helps in the vehicle to overcome the centrifugal force on the curves of the pavement. Okay. The need of the super elevation on the road to ensure the safety against skidding or overturning. Okay. If you are not provide means what will happen due to that centrifugal force, the vehicle will come out of the track by either by skidding or by overtaking with the evidence of fast moving traffic. See here, therefore the Formula F1 cars, they will be moving at the higher speed. Okay. In TV, it will be not clearly visible. One Jackie Chan film is there. If you see, he will be climbing this road like a mountain. Okay, so that much slope will be provided here. The reason why is to counteract the centrifugal force. Okay, guardrails usually. One second, the system is hanging up. Okay, guardrails usually you will see in the mountain roads and also where the traffic is more. Okay, guardrail is nothing but keeping the vehicle within the track such that it doesn't come out of from the uh, track or pavement. Okay, for example, Rahul sir, plus. For example, you can see BRTS bus. Okay, there they have provided the guardrails. Okay, such that this is your bus stand. Okay, here two lanes. Here you have a bus. The vehicle from here it doesn't enter the BRTS lane or BRTS buses doesn't come out from the its lane. Okay, so it counteracts guardrails. Here you can see these are the some guardrails. Road margins we have already seen. And another thing, bus lane means it is meant for the bus. Frontage means for the pedestrians. Driveway means for only driving. Cycle track for the cycle, the one who is riding the cycle. Footpath means for pedestrians. These are the example for the bus lanes. Bus lanes, bus base means the where the bus can come and rest. You can see in highways. Okay. Okay. So from here, uh, it is most important to learn about the side distance. In side distance, we have the three types. Again, another one is stopping side distance, overtaking side distance, and intermediate side distance. Okay. Therefore, the next class is very important. Okay, for your with respect to your syllabus and also for your MPSC. Okay, so don't skip the next class. If you skip also, it will be present in the YouTube, so you can go and you can watch it there. But don't skip this class. Either you watch it, uh, you can attend my lecture or you can watch it in the YouTube because it is most important. Just I will give a glance. Overtaking side distance and sorry, stopping side distance, overtaking side distance, and intermediate side distance are three of the more important one. And here, so stopping side distance, this formula is most important. Either this formula is in terms of kilometer per hour. Okay, we and also we have in terms of meter per second also. And overtaking side distance, again we have formula for this one. If you open any of the MPSC question paper, previous year question paper, one question will be based on overtaking side distance, stopping side distance, and on super elevations. Okay, on this formula. Okay, this is in terms of meter per second, this is in terms of kilometer per hour. This is most important. In exam, what he will do, he will give the design speed of the vehicles. Say that the vehicle, I want to construct a road and the design speed of the vehicle is 100 km per hour, and he says to determine the radius. Okay, so just now I said that if there is a road like this, okay, and if I don't have a minimum radius, okay, or a radius of curvature or a curve, then what I have to do, I have to reduce the speed of the vehicle. So from here only we decide this one. Widening, that much not important, but we will solve the numericals. Length of the transition curves, 50% of chances to get these types of MCQs in MPSC or any other competitive exams, but you have to remember the formulas. Okay, so still I need 3 classes to complete this unit, because there are n number of numericals to be solved on different concepts. Okay, I hope one day it will be for stopping side distance and overtaking side distance. One class will be for that one, and another class will be for designing of the super elevations and radius of the curve, and another will be on the transitional curves. So don't skip the next classes, attend for it. So anybody having doubt up to now means you can ask the questions. If not, you can comment your roll number and you can leave the class. Anybody having doubt means you can ask the question. Else, you can comment your roll number and you can leave the class.